Welcome back here, everyone. When DC announced their I Am Batman thing when they brought in Jace Fox as Batman, I knew it was going to be a terrible, terrible idea, and it was going to be badly done, because all they promoted Jace Fox as Batman on was this is our black Batman. Batman is now a black man. Batman is black. That's what they promoted. And everybody who was anybody could see this was going to be a terrible, terrible idea. DC has continuously gone out of their way to ruin characters and make it seem like, you're the one at fault for not liking it. Batman is Bruce Wayne, has and always will be Bruce Wayne. Making Jace Fox into Batman was just a ridiculous idea. I'm not saying Jace Fox couldn't become some other superhero on his own, but they didn't do that. This whole thing stemmed out from the future state story line where Bruce Wayne, Batman, had to fake his death, and then Jace Fox from the Batsuit and he took over as Batman. And then for a time there were two of them, and now Jace Fox has moved to New York City, and I still don't understand why the Ninja Turtles haven't showed up and kicked his ass, but that's what's been happening. And they keep pushing this I Am Batman thing, and it doesn't work. The sales ranking for it are in the toilet. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is buying this thing. Nobody likes it. And in issue number 14 of I Am Batman, they go along to show you exactly just how much they have ruined this character. Now, three main things happen in this story. I'm going to go over the three things here to get you to understand. The first thing I'm going to start with is Batman, right? Well, I shouldn't even right. You can call him Batman, Jace Fox Batman, what I'll say, right? You get to see just how pretty messed up he is. It might be, this whole thing might be tied into the Dark Crisis thing, or might be tied into something else. I don't know, but here how you see how they want to act like these people are supposed to be heroes when they don't know what the hell they're doing. So it starts off here where Batman is talking to this police officer named Whitaker, and he has this yellow outline around his body. It might be connected to something, but let's see what happens. So he starts off telling him, Batman, you're good, it's just been a hell of a night, Whitaker. Got that right. Hey, can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Why Batman? You could have called yourself anything. Were you just scared if you didn't call yourself Batman, nobody take you seriously? Probably, because like I said, he could have been some other hero. Why you have to be Batman, it doesn't make any sense. Because what they did when they wanted to push was a black Batman. That's what DC was doing, and that's what they marketed him on. So he goes, Jace Fox Batman goes on, if you knew the whole story, there's a connection to the other. So Whitaker goes on, hey, nobody's trying to hear that. Honestly, all anybody cares about, when things get real, you tend to run. You ran from Gotham to New York. This whole Dark Crisis thing, you ran from that. You ran because you're scared. He goes on, why don't you shut up, Whitaker? So I'm asking, why Batman? Why ruin his rep just because you're a straight up coward? All of a sudden he goes, shut you, and then he pulls out a baton, right? Mouth, and starts beating this man, beating the life out of him. Right now, as you can see, Batman has the same kind of yellow outline around his body that Whitaker has. Not sure if it's from the street light, but I doubt it. And starts beating and pummeling the man. Shut up! Shut the F up. I mean, this entire story is written like it come from somebody on Twitter. That's what it's written like it come from somebody on Twitter. Beating him up, and the other police officer stops him, and he kept talking about how I was a coward. So you assaulted him, he's hurt, Batman, and I don't know if he's going to make it. So Batman literally just beat this guy to death. You understand me? And you see here his eyes are all yellow, so something is going on. Batman literally just beat him to death, and this is all about tying the Dark Crisis of the Soul, some kind of tie-in to Dark Crisis as well. So we already have Jace Fox Batman assaulting and beating people to death, because before we had Jackson Hyde drowning people, now we have Jace Fox Batman beating people to death. Yeah, That's a great way to go about doing all of this. Next, there's another story in this, and the other part, because I think there's three parts to this. So here the other part, there was this activist named Danny Chan, and apparently he got murdered, beaten to death, and then some vigilante named Anarchy was investigating it, but then he got killed also. Somebody shot Anarchy point blank in the chest and killed him. So Jace Fox Batman is with Renee Montoya, the Question, and they've figured out who killed Anarchy and Danny Chen, and it turns out to be some activist fella, some guy there, and they accuse him of it, and it turns out that Danny Chen was an informant for the police, and Anarchy found out what was going on, and because of that, shot him point blank in the chest and killed him. So then they all decide, okay, let's go and attack Jace Fox Batman and the Question, and they get their asses handed to them pretty easily. Understand me? And then this one part comes at the end, when Jace Fox Batman has him, he's there, about you little piece of. Hear what the activist murderer has to say to Jace Fox Batman. You were supposed to be one of us, but you're just like the police and the oppressor. If you were a real hero, you'd fight the power instead. You're just there, I'm guessing, bitch or something like that. Could be worse. You understand me? But this is the kind of nonsense talking about how this whole thing sounds like it was written for somebody on Twitter. That's what it sounds like. Because you're trying to tell me this man murdered two people and has the audacity to come and say to him that you were supposed to be one of us. Because why? Because he's black, he should be helping you commit murder, helping you do these things. And you're just like the police and the oppressor. What the hell, boy? It just keep getting worse. And when it's all finished and done now, here's Batman, Jace Fox Batman talking to the Question. There's a dirty cop on the force we can't touch, and a young black killer who thinks I'm no better than the police he was trying to take down. So we answered the question, who killed Anarchy? But what good did we do? Well, literally, you just took down a killer who murdered two people. You understand it? For some reason, that's not good enough for you. No. Goes on about it, and you listen to more of this nonsense where Question starts about, honestly, maybe nothing. The narrative people get sold about heroes, we come in at the last minute and save the day, and maybe that's the truth for Superman, Green Lantern. When you're fighting off alien invasions and universal dictators, that's not true at all. Good and bad are black and white, easy and obvious. When you're fighting bias, bigotry, and human nature, there's gray. Nothing but gray. And I hate to tell you this, but it only gets grayer. How is this gray? These people murdered these two people. You stop them. You don't tell me because they make some statement about how, well, because you're black, you should be joining them to commit murder. What kind of sickness? I think this whole thing like is written for somebody on Twitter. That's about it. That's about it. Nothing to make sense of anymore. And of course, there has to be one thing that must pop into this. Where some group of morons send this young girl to go and rob some place, and then this person shows up. I'm guessing this is supposed to be this New York City's version of, I don't know if it's Batman version of Robin here, something like that, and got to, I think it's metal pipes or something, and tells the girl to drop the gun and run away. She takes off, and then this person goes there and literally, and they want to say, I'd seriously like to kick a little ass, so please try something. Girl, you better crack, and then start beating, kill that. And there's a lot of cussing in this, a lot of it. And this person starts beating up all these people, non-stop, absolutely over and over again. And when they finish beating up all these people, this one on the ground asks, Who the F are you? Listen to what this listen to it there. I am she who puts foot in ass. I am she who delivers beatdowns on punks. Yeah, I am her. What kind of messed up dialogue is that? I am she who puts foot in ass. I am she who delivers beatdowns on punks. Yeah, I am her. When the police show up now, takes off running. You understand me? This one female police officer with yellow hair, with short yellow hair, goes after this woman, because apparently this other vigilante thing is also a woman, right? All of a sudden starts beating up the police officer, right? Because apparently that's what we do. Don't respect the law, can I just get away? And then all of a sudden they start fighting. Police officer is all because I want to kick your teeth in and all of this. And she's about, for real, sister to sister, we should go, and them keep going at it. And I'm like, what's the point of this? Because you just want to show off that two black women are going at it, and then probably, you know, where they're already making this black woman look, she's probably already gay, so you know what that's going to lead to somewhere down the road, because that's what they're doing with this comic. This a bunch of diversity nonsense that nobody asked for. And then all of a sudden this person ends up beating up the police officer and takes off. That's what's going on. And from this little thing alone, what we've already learned so far is that, one, apparently some masked female vigilante wannabe Robin thing is in New York City. Set up to be Batman, set up to be Jace Fox Batman's version of Robin. Two, we learned that apparently if you are a group of activists and you murder people, and some hero stops you, and that hero happens to be black, apparently it's wrong if that hero doesn't join you in committing murder, letting you go and helping you ruin other people's lives. And finally, what else did we learn? Apparently Jace Fox Batman is a deranged lunatic who beats people to death. That's what this comic is showing. No wonder nobody's buying this garbage. They have ruined this character. They should have never made Jace Fox Batman to begin with. All they wanted to do was go out there and promote their black Batman, and this is the result of it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.